China's property group Evergrande announced that its founder is being investigated for, quote, illegal crimes. It's the latest twist in the saga of the firm. When Evergrande defaulted in 2021, it triggered China's current real estate market crisis. Evergrande is the world's most indebted property developer with more than $300 billion in total liabilities. We can speak to our correspondent, Yena Li, standing by in Beijing. Hello to you, Yena. The chairman under investigation, but the statement was very short. What more do we know at this point?
Well, the chairman is a 64-year-old. His name is Hui Kai-yan. He's a former steel technician turned billionaire, once the country's richest person, in fact. He is the director and executive chairman of Evergrande. Evergrande, if you remember, is the world's most indebted property developer with more than $300 billion in debt. It defaulted 2 years ago, triggering that market panic. Shares had been suspended for a year and a half. They only just resumed late August before being suspended once again this Thursday. Investors were set to vote on a restructuring plan this week, but now that is all up in the air. Reports suggest that Mr. Hui is under residential surveillance. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that he will be charged with a crime, but he could be held accountable for his company's financial problems. Other Evergrande executives, too, are reportedly being investigated, according to local media. At this stage, there is a mounting risk of liquidation for the company.
Yena, another blow for Evergrande. Any idea what the impact will have on the wider economy?
Well, the housing crisis certainly, once again, doesn't look good. Evergrande is the country's second biggest real estate developer. If it collapses, there will be devastating consequences for its investors, many of whom are just regular people who had put down payments for their homes. There could be wider financial repercussions too. Banks could be forced to lend less at higher prices, leading to a potential credit crunch. The government has been trying to cool down the real estate sector for years. President Xi Jinping once famously said that homes are for living in and not for speculation. But the thing is, the property development market has been a huge part of the Chinese economy, some 30% of its GDP at times. So sudden curbs on the industry also partly explain the country's sluggish growth. Despite the end of those harsh COVID-19 restrictions, the much-awaited rebound has yet to properly materialize. Consumer confidence is low, trade is low, youth unemployment is high. Young people in this country struggle to even dream of buying homes in this economy. Authorities have had to take note by unveiling a series of stimulus measures in recent weeks. Policymakers are clearly trying to attempt to strike the right balance here, but there will inevitably be collateral damage.